Hello everybody, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Cheryl, and we are the Transport Bandits.
Welcome to the Transport Bandit channel.
Yeah, you're not going to want to go away. What are they going to want to do right now, Jeff?
Subscribe.
If you haven't done so already, you're going to want to stay subscribed and watch all of our videos. And where are we going with this one?
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Newfoundland. Newfoundland.
Check it out. We're all hooked up. We're ready to roll.
We've got a 34-foot hideout travel trailer. We're going to leave Goshen tonight, and it'll probably take us about 3 days to go all the way across up through Maine into New Brunswick, all across Nova Scotia. We'll catch a ferry, and then we have to wait on the ferry.
Yeah, the ferry is actually like a big ship.
Yeah, it's like a big, huge cargo cruise ship type thing. You're not going to want to miss that, so stay tuned to the later on in this video. You're going to see all about the ferry, and we're going to take that ferry. It's a 6.5 to 7 hour ferry ride across the, what is the body of water we go across?
It's the Atlantic Ocean.
It's like the Gulf of some,
yeah, it's like the North Atlantic. There could be narwhals there.
You're not scared, are you?
Yes, I am.
Jeff's scared of narwhals.
I'm staying on the boat.
If you haven't watched the narwhal incident, go back. This is what the thumbnail looks like right here. Go back and watch the narwhal incident.
Anyway, hopefully we won't run into any of those.
We might hit a few with the ferry.
Yeah, but we won't. I don't want to see them.
You don't want to see them. Well, look up, because we are getting one of the few and only loads available. Yeah. That's available in the yard right now. So we were lucky to grab this one, and we will take anything that they will allow us to have.
Yep.
So at this point in the matter,
I'd even take one of these park models.
You take a park model to Newfoundland? We'll take whatever they will give us. So we are headed to Newfoundland. Let's go. We're going to run through some Amish country right now. Let's go see that.
Come on.
And why don't you just say hello to our traveling companion, Mr. Bones? There he is right there. He'll be with us for the whole duration of the trip, but he really doesn't care. You guys know why.
All right, sir.
Hey, what's your name again?
My name's Ezra.
Ezra?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, everybody who works for Synergy, if you're watching Transport Bandits, this is Ezra. You give your paperwork over to him. He checks the whole unit out, and then you hand your paperwork back, and he goes and pays us, right?
Sure do.
Did you already pay me?
Yes, sir.
We're paid already that quick.
Alrighty. Have a good trip, guys.
Thank you, Ezra.
Have a good one.
Well, since there was no room at the Loves for us to park, maybe we'll try this Tiflin River Service Plaza here just after we pass into Ohio. All right, we'll see if we can find us a spot in the Service Plaza area. Don't normally like to park. There's one on the very end down there with the big trucks. But that looks like a great place right there on the very end. Alright, this will be our home for the night. Ohio-Pennsylvania border on I-90. So we got up this morning and we had a choice. We can either take I-80 across Pennsylvania, which is what we like, or we can take I-90 across New York.
Which is what we don't like.
Which I don't like traveling across New York. It's not a big deal. It's not like we stop and do anything in New York. It's just I don't care for the travel plazas and stuff like that. And you're in New York all day long to cross New York on I-90. But you have to fill out a HUT paper and submit with your logs.
Yeah.
Many transporters don't even know about that. It's just a piece of paper.
Just a form you fill out.
A form that you fill out, and I don't know. It's something about the New York HUT. What does HUT stand for?
Well, it's something about fuel.
You shouldn't stop and buy fuel in New York ever because of the fuel tax goes back to the company or something like that.
Yeah, you put the mileage of your truck when you enter New York and the mileage of your truck when you exit New York and what fuel you bought.
So you just write down your odometer reading at the state line and no fuel bought in New York, and then the odometer reading when you left out of New York. So it's easy, I mean, and just submit that with your logbooks. So it's not a big deal. But we're hoping to make it across New York and into Lee, Massachusetts tonight, which will give us possibly an 11 and a half hour drive day tomorrow to get up to New Brunswick, and then be in line to take the ferry to Newfoundland the next day, so that we can get to the ferry dock in time.
Yeah.
To wait.
We'll be there.
All right, let's head on across New York today.
Welcome to Massachusetts.
Hey guys.
It's been all day driving through Ohio and then Pennsylvania and New York. Right?
Now, I gotta tell you, the New York roads up there, what road are we on?
We're on I-90.
Man, it was rough. I mean, it would really beat you up coming through there.
Yep, we've been kind of beat up all day. Done 600 some miles today.
It's pretty smooth right now, but dang, there were many miles. It was rough.
Yep, just bounce you all over the road.
Kind of wish I'd have come across Pennsylvania instead of New York.
Yeah, because it's only a few miles difference if we had gone the lower route of I-80 through Pennsylvania. We chose I-90 because it actually is, or their GPS said that it's an hour and a half shorter for us to get to Bangor.
That's because if you go the lower route, you got to go up to New York.
And you got a lot of mountains, which is tough on your fuel. So we decided to come on 90 because there's not so many mountains, not so much mountains you have to pull.
Right.
And
But the road was rough.
every cent counts, right, Jeff?
That's right.
So if we're saving a little more money by coming an hour shorter, going I-90,
Yep, save
plus
more
the
money and save more time.
right? And we don't have so many mountains to pull up. So
But of course, the rough roads ain't all bad.
they are.
Well,
They've been awful all
it's
day.
entertaining for me to watch you jiggle, shall we say, jiggle around. Yeah, it's entertaining.
I don't know what I'm going to do like what, one service center in New York, and nothing going on in there. But we are going to pass through the New York Massachusetts state line here in about 40 miles and stop at the Lee, Massachusetts Service Plaza is our destination to pull over for the night. And then tomorrow we should be able to make within 9.5, 10-hour drive time, we should be able to make it to Salisbury, New Brunswick, Canada.
Yep. And then we'll be within striking distance
of the ferry. Hurry up and wait. But we're going to call it a night. It's a beautiful evening. We had a gorgeous day all day today. It's only been about 77 for the high. It's just gorgeous.
What are we, weather forecasters?
We are meteorologists. As transporters, you become meteorologists, you become navigators, and mechanics all at the same time.
Me, I'll just sit around and watch you jiggle.
All right, I think it's time to hit the hay here in just a few miles. I'm going to get the truck all ready. If you haven't watched that video, check out that video of how we get the truck ready to sleep, both of us tonight. So check that out. All right, y'all have a good night. We'll see you in the morning.
See ya.
Okay, we're parked along the guardrail. We went in and checked to see if this was an okay place to park overnight, and she said as long as we were along the guardrail or curb, we are good to go. Good night, everyone. Well, good morning. We're going to head across Massachusetts and up through New England into New Hampshire, where we hope to get our fuel discount, and then on to Bangor, Maine.
We're here.
We are
Continue on route.
near the border of Maine and New Brunswick, and we'll just have to go up here and go through border inspection. So let's get our manifest out and our passport. We've already filled out our ArriveCan app. I've already explained that to you in a lot of videos before. Let's see if we don't get held up in border prison like on that Kelowna load. So wish us luck. Okay, Mr. Bones has got his passport. He doesn't look too enthused about it though. We want to stay in the commercial truck lane, and apparently that little symbol for a truck means to go on this side. So we're going to go over here. Wish us luck. Okay, that was quick and easy, except this time we got asked a question that was very unusual. He asked us, do we have any weapons? We said no. He said, do you own weapons at home? That's really none of their business. But we don't want to cause a problem, be held up in border prison again. So we said, yes, we have weapons at home. But we don't bring them with us because we make runs to Canada, so they're at home. And then he just said, how long will you be in Canada? I said 3 days. And he said, okay, thank you, and handed us back our passports and our manifest. So are they going to mark us down? Are we in the system now as gun owners? Another day of driving down. We are in Salisbury, New Brunswick, and we are going to stop at the Big Irving, get us a nice shower, because that truck stop is super nice. Nice big parking area,
Yep.
Nice showers, restaurant inside. It's fantastic. So we're going to call it a day for today, head to the ferry in the morning, where we will sit on the dock for a while before waiting to catch that ferry to go over to Newfoundland.
Yeah, I'll probably put you out of the truck and let you do a little work out at the dock over there.
Yeah, I'll work on the
Earn
docks.
a little extra money.
Well, the rate's going down like this and no loads to get.
Yeah.
You know, I may have to go work on the docks a little bit. No, we're gonna get
That's where I
some.
found her. Across in the
Yeah,
morning.
that's it. Well, good morning. We have left Salisbury, New Brunswick, and we are headed into Nova Scotia. We are right here, right now. It only takes about a half an hour to get from Salisbury to the border of Nova Scotia. So we will head to the ferry. Well, that's the first time we've ever crossed into Nova Scotia, and the weigh station, the little inspection station right as you cross into Nova Scotia, is closed. So that's the first time, so that's a good sign, right? Yeah, we're in Nova Scotia, which doesn't look any different than New Brunswick on this part of Nova Scotia. But as we get closer to the port and we pass over onto the island part
Yeah,
of
things
Nova
change a lot,
Scotia,
yeah.
things change a lot. It gets really pretty. So we're going to head on down the road. I'm going to show you some pictures to the ferry, and then we are going to get to the ferry and wait on the docks till like almost midnight. Well, they start loading at like 10 o'clock. But we're going to have some information for you on the ferry prices, the ferry procedure, and what you have to do once you reach the ferry. So stay tuned. Okay, let's roll across 4-lane and trees.
Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia. We have about 230 miles to go to the ferry. We just passed into Nova Scotia about 20 miles ago. And it is 60 degrees outside. Kind of cloudy a little bit. Here, take a look. I can't say one thing. This is a good road. It's easy. And so much better than I-90.
Man, I'm telling you, the roads up here are fantastic.
Considering this is so remote and there's like nothing up here, the roads are in great shape. It's really, I know we hit a pothole a few minutes ago, but that was rare. And they cut the trees back.
We did hit a pothole.
Yeah, they cut the trees back so far away from the road so you can see if any animals or anything like that is near the road. It's just,
But
just easy.
The roads are super smooth. I mean, they're just fantastic.
Okay, we went through the toll.
Yeah, the toll cost us $5.25. The lady didn't charge us the commercial rate. She just charged us the normal rate, which was $5.25. The commercial rate should have been $12.
Yeah, so she didn't charge us commercial.
Obviously,
That's fine.
she took a look at me and said, "That is a handsome man. I'm giving him a break." It happens all the time.
Yeah, that's why we got charged $5.25.
It happens all the time.
We have our commercial placards on. You know, we obviously are commercial.
But do I not get like
You
free
do
food
get
and stuff?
you do get free food and stuff. He just flashes those dimples at the ladies and swoon the ladies. That's,
You know what?
yeah, he swoons the ladies.
They feed me.
They feed. Yeah, women do feed you a lot.
They do.
You don't look like you need feeding.
I know, but they feed me.
A lot of women bring him food for free, or offer him a free chicken leg, or give him extra chicken tenders in his chicken tender box.
It happens all the time.
I know.
The one woman in the world who's supposed to feed me doesn't.
He can feed himself. You know, I'm not your manservant or woman servant. You can feed yourself.
Technically, I have a certificate that says you are legally.
A piece of paper that says I am.
Yeah.
Nowhere in our marriage vows did it say that I was supposed to feed you.
No.
It's like I'm supposed to love you for forever until death do us part.
There was something in there about obeying me too.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I mean, and I've commanded you to feed me several times, and you disobeyed me.
I'll make you shut up and I'll make you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Alright. So let's get the peanut butter and jelly out. See the farmer's daughter?
I would love to see the farmer's daughter. You know, I've always been partial to farmer's daughters.
Farmer's daughter?
Yeah. Even though I didn't marry a farmer's daughter.
No, you didn't. Well, in any case, on our previous videos coming to Newfoundland, you can check those out. We have several videos where we came all the way up through here. We have seen the red barn that's called the farmer's daughter. But it was always out of season and it was closed when we went by there. Well, now it's in season, so we should stop and see that because it's a really cute little place.
Do you think it's in season?
It's in season. The farmer's daughter.
Is it like, what is it, like deer season?
Yeah, it's deer season.
Fair season?
Tourist season.
Farmer's daughter season?
It's farmer's daughter season. Let's check it out. Okay, we've reached Waikokoma.
At roundabout, take second exit.
Okay, but we're going to go to the farmer's daughter, which is right there. Country store and restaurant.
They have a big chair.
And they have a big chair.
As you can see, they have truck and RV parking.
So we're going to go right in here back behind. And they have a big lot. Okay, that's all right. That'll work. Okay, this is supposed to be the truck and RV parking, but there are all cars parked in the truck RV parking. So that's not going to work out for us. Well, I'm sad. We can't go see the farmer's daughter because there was no parking. There was no place for us to park this big rig. There was too many cars there. It was open, and it looked like a fun place to go in.
Cars had taken up
Continue
all the
on route.
parking.
So we will continue on the route. Thank you, Mrs. Garman. We'll be at the ferry in just 59 miles. Chick restaurant.
But can I get in?
I don't know if you can get in there or not, Jeff.
No.
Okay, we are here at the ferry dock for the, you just follow the signs for Newfoundland Ferry. And we are coming up to the toll booth now. We will get you your information. Right there, you can see that one ferry is there, and then we will just go right here in the green arrows. We have had some major problems at the ferry terminal. We got turned away due to a new policy. We can't drop our trailer. We can't get on a ferry. It's a bad situation. We're in.
Bad for all transporters.
Are we going to have to take this camper all the way back to Goshen? Are we going to have to drop? They said an option was for us to drop it at the ferry and have the dealership pick it up. That ain't going to work. But I tell you
guys,
what,
it's 50-50 what we're going to do.
we've got the managers at Marine Atlantic. This is all due to a brand new policy for RV transporters. You're not considered a commercial driver anymore. Now you're considered a passenger. You'll have to make a booking. Bookings are all made up. All right, I'll tell you more about that because we are in a massive pickle. But we're going to go into Lick a Chick right here in North Sydney.
Yeah, we're going to get some chicken and lick it and go find a place to stay tonight.
We're going to find a place to stay while we get this all worked out. But you're going to hang on for the very next video. We're going to tell you exactly how we're going to get this all worked out and what happens. Are we going to have to take this back to Goshen? We've called our dispatcher. We've called the dealership. We've called the manager of Marine Atlantic. Find out on the next video. If you like this video, press that like button.
And subscribe.
Stay tuned. Transport Bandits out.